What's up, dude? We'll go back to enjoying your water hole. Hey, everybody. Today I want to talk a little bit about road tripping, specifically using a Wrangler for a road trip, and how I feel a Jeep Wrangler is a good companion on a road trip. 2016 JKU Rubicon with the Hard Rock package. Some people don't enjoy road tripping. I, however, really enjoy a road trip, be it on a motorcycle or a car. It's always a lot of fun, and it can be a great adventure. When I was younger, I used to do a lot of road tripping on motorcycles. I had a few different motorcycles, and I especially had a good time when I would take road trips on I had a 1985 VF 1000R Honda. Heavy, and it was big, but it was super fast. And I would strap bags to it, tank bags, everything I needed, and I would disappear for days at a time. All over New England, as far south as Virginia, Skyline Drive, Blue Ridge Mountains. It was great fun. But it's not practical. A motorcycle it's a great adventure, and it's a great way to experience things, but for comfort at all, it's just not a practical way of road tripping. So the type of vehicle that you're going to take on your road trip really depends on what the goals of your road trip are. If you're going to be in the twisties and you want to do some corner carving, then you're probably going to want a sports car. Something nimble and fun handling, quick corners, things like that. If you're going to be out cruising along the beaches, long stretch of beach, or just out, want to get the fresh air, a convertible is a great way to go. That brings me to the Jeep, the Wrangler. I have the Freedom top on mine. All my other Jeeps, I always had the soft tops. I decided to go with the Freedom top this time, and I really enjoy it. I typically will pull the panel off of the driver's side, and then something happens. It starts raining, inclement weather, whatever it is. It's just a quick couple latches to get it back on. As far as the comfort of a Jeep for long distance, this is a 2016. It's a Rubicon with the Hard Rock package, so it's the fully loaded top of the line for that year. So it has all the creature comforts, leather seats, heated seats, and such. And I really don't have a big issue with the comfort level of this vehicle on long trips. In the last couple of years, I've been regularly doing 13, 14-hour drives one way up into the Carolinas. For its intended purposes, they're decent. Now, maybe if you're over 6 foot or you're a heavier person, it may affect you different. But from me personally, it doesn't really affect me. Now, I am not prone to backaches, muscle aches, and things like that. So, everybody's going to be different. But I don't have an issue with the comfort level of it while I'm driving long distances. My vehicle currently has about 55,000 miles on it. Now I'm running a 3.5-inch Metal Cloak Game Changer, and I'm running on 35s. I'm using the stock Rubicon Hard Rock wheels and running 35-inch tires. Twice I've had an issue with the right rear speed sensor. Both times it happened after I was wheeling pretty hard. I had the alternator go out way back about 10,000 miles. The reliability of the vehicle on my long distance trips has been stellar. I ran into one issue while I was away, and it ended up the blend door for the heater cold wasn't switching. I live in South Florida, so I never use the heat. A couple years back, I went up into the Carolinas in October, I guess it was, and I was out in the mountains in the morning, like 4 a.m. in the morning, and it got down into the 50s, and I went to turn the heat on, and I had no heat. It just blew cold air. So the one time I really needed the heat, I didn't have it. Not a big deal. I fixed it in the hotel parking lot when it happened, and that's really been the only issue that I've had long distance driving.
Sunrise on the Blue Ridge Parkway.
The vehicle has been extremely reliable. And when I'm on the highway, it's getting hammered. I mean, you're trying to keep up with traffic that's doing 75, 80, and, doesn't complain. Now, I'm religious about the maintenance of the vehicle, changing the fluids and such, so I do take good care of it. But the thing has been off road, and the very first day that I bought this vehicle, I hammered it off road down in the Everglades. So it's not like it's had an easy life, but it's holding up very well. In the past, my Jeeps have been used basically for going out into the swamps and four wheeling. And what always ended up happening, and it happened way back with my CJs and then again with the TJs, is I'd go out and buy a Jeep, fix it a little, make it a little better, make it a little more, a little more, a little more. Next thing you know, I've spent a fortune on it, and I'm out having to tow it or trailer it everywhere I'm going because it's overkill. It's become a useless vehicle. This one, I've decided right from the start, I'm going to be dropping a lot of money on a new vehicle, which I never do. I'm going to use this vehicle more for overlanding type exploring than beating the snot out of it. I'm down here in Southwest Florida, the Everglades, Big Cypress, the swamps, and the mud has this lye in it that just destroys your vehicles. It gets into everything, and I don't know how many vehicles I've killed parts of because of the mud and the gritty sand and everything that gets in there. It's just brutal. The lye in the water will just etch into your metal. If you don't get it off there in a couple days, it's going to start turning everything white. It just destroys vehicles, so you really have to be mindful of where you're going and what you're doing. Has this thing been out in the swamps? Yes. It's not like it's never going to go in the swamp, but it's not going to be an every weekend thing where I'm going to take it out and go mudding or end up, sway bar, axle lock, switches, center stack. So we've got the heated seats, traction control off, hill descent, the emergency switch, this 110 volt outlet controls this right here. It's under the console. In the console is located this USB and this 12 volt. The AC controls. Been a great. The back of the Jeep with the all-weather subwoofer, which is phenomenal sounding. So under this pad here, do this latch, and then better shot of the speaker, or the subwoofer rather. And then you've got the tray to hold all the bolts. Underneath this is the jack storage area. There's also a small tool kit that came along with everything. Jack that I'll never use. You've got these tie downs here, which are handy. I have used those. Back here you've got a 12 volt DC that's always on, so it will drain your battery down if you leave something on here. When these seats are folded down, there's quite a bit of room in here. Enough room for a person to sleep. Using a Wrangler for road tripping. It's got good visibility. It's good in inclement weather. It can be used either as a hardtop or as a convertible. You can go topless in it if needed. and depending on which type of Wrangler you're using, you can sleep in it. Downsides of using a Wrangler for road tripping would be the gas mileage, depending on which engine is in your vehicle, and then also comfort level. A lot of people would complain about the comfort level of the Jeep on a road trip. As I stated earlier, it's not an issue for me, but for many people it is. And here we are. Where are we? Here, the fishing hole. You don't even know it's there, but I do. Here it is. It's hiding right there. That gator ain't hiding now. Look at it. Good thing I looked down. Little dude got run over. What's up, dude? What's up? Little dude, you need to move. You're in a bad spot there. You know, there's something to be said for being able to just pull the top off a vehicle. And when you're cruising through the mountains, some mountain passes or down in some valleys and some forests, it's great to be able to just look up above you and see the trees and the sun and the clouds, and takes the experience to the next level when you have the top off your vehicle. And a Jeep is a great way to enjoy a vacation, a drive. So the next time you're going to be taking a road trip, think about taking your Wrangler. It'll give you some options that you may not have in another vehicle. Just the fact that you can pop the top off while you're driving through the mountains or along the beach or wherever you may be going. It's great to see the world, and it's better when the top is off the car.